Hey Diamonds, what's going on? So I decided to binge watch season 1 of Buying Beverly Hills, child. And I just finished episodes 1 and 2. So I just told myself, I said, you know what, with all this Mauricio and Kyle, separation, divorce over there at Beverly Hills, I said, let me come on over here and watch this Netflix show, child. And it is a show about Mauricio and his real estate agent, right? Agency, right? So you got Farrah, who is Kyle's oldest daughter from a previous relationship before she got with Mauricio. And then you got Mauricio and Kyle's daughter named Alexia, who trying to find her way, child. And she is really trying to find her way. And let me just say this. She is proof that it's all about who you know and not what you know. Do you understand me? Because she has entered into some high waters, baby. But she got to learn. This is her starting point, and shout out to her for having a daddy that's the CEO. And the fact that this man has 40 offices all over the world in 8 years, Kyle, you about to let this money go, girl? Child, the new bitch finna get all of this agency, real estate, money, and lifestyle from Mauricio, child. With that being said, so clearly everybody in this agency all then screwed each other. It's screwing each other. You got Sonica and Kevin. Now, Sonica started off as Kevin's assistant turned girlfriend, right? But when she started as his assistant, he had a girlfriend who he broke up with and started dating her. Now, Sonica, how you get your man is how you lose some bitch. You just got to know that, right? Then you got Ben and Amanda, they dating. Then it's another guy, I can't even remember their names. They married, right? And they still at the agency. Then you got Joey, who used to date Alexia, who is a chatty patty. Because I don't like the fact that he telling everybody how him and Alexia was doing some inappropriate things all over the office behind Mauricio back, child. With that being said, so Allie is a senior agent and she was pregnant. And so by her being pregnant, she's giving some of her, listings to other agencies. And she decided to give Alexia her opportunity. And this was her first time, I guess, or one of the first times. Child, when I tell you Alexia didn't know shit. She didn't know what schools was around the area. She didn't know how much the house was listing. She didn't know nothing about the make and model of the house and you could just tell the buyer was pissed. Do you hear me? Pissed because Alexia didn't know anything. Child, she is Mauricio's princess and can do no wrong in his eyes. And like he said, she got to learn. Child, it is all about who you know. Do you understand me? So I'm not surprised that the seller called Allie and said, check this out. I'm not going to use her and I'm pulling out of this deal, right? So with that being said, Alexia also had another listing that, she was trying to prepare for and all of that. So she asked Melissa, who's Farrah's good girlfriend, best friend for like many, many years. She was like, look, I got this listing, that I need to practice for, and I need you to come over here and critique me, right? So Melissa's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go, right? So with that being said, she get over there to the listing. And Alexia did her thing, and Melissa, in front of Alexia's face, said, well, I'm going to give you a B+. So, Alexia, of course, she wanted an A+, but she ain't going to get that because she don't really know what she's doing yet, right? So she was just in her little feelings about that. But, child, when Alexia talked to Sonica said, yeah, I heard about your listing and everything, and, Melissa said she went over there, and she said she really wanted to give you a D. So that pissed Alexia off because Alexia feel like, well, bitch, you gave me a B+ in my face, but you running around telling the office that you really gave me a D. And it like crushed her little soul. And she told Farrah and she told Mauricio. And they had a conversation with Melissa, right? And so, Melissa was like, well, she told Farrah, she was like, well, I didn't want nothing to, get in the way of our friendship by me giving her a D. So I just gave her a B+ in front of her. And, like Farrah felt, well, you could have been honest and upfront with me. You didn't have to tell the rest of the office because, Sonica told Alexia this, right? So they had another little listing event. And so Melissa went and told Sonica. She said, now listen, bitch, I don't appreciate you trying to mess with my money and my friendships. Do you understand me? You did not have to tell Alexia that I told you she really got a goddamn D, right? And Sonica was like, well, that's my friend and I'm going to tell her the truth that you going around telling everybody that she didn't really get a B+, she got a D. And so Melissa got mad at Sonica and all of that. Well, Sonica gonna tell her friend, child. With that being said, so like I said, Sonica and Kevin used to date. So now Sonica feeling some insecurity because Kevin then hired this new assistant who real attractive. Child, like I said, you started off as an assistant when he was dating somebody. He broke up with somebody, started dating you. Now he got a new assistant. With that being said, then lastly, you got Ben and Joey. You could just tell they going back and forth. They don't, like each other. And they competing with each other because Ben felt like Joey is a young, ages, don't know nothing, wet behind the ears, and Joey feel like, well, Ben, you old and you washed up and you a has-been. But Ben is making millions and millions of dollars. This man is making millions of dollars selling. So, they're going to try to learn from each other, child. I'm going to watch this and see if this is good, child. I'm watching.